The midterm elections are just 71 days away, and election integrity remains a big focus heading into November.
And that is because the candidates running in key races still question the 2020 election results.
Denver 7's Megan Lopez spoke with Colorado's Secretary of State and her opponent about what's at stake in November.
Between political candidates and ballot issues, there's a lot for voters to decide on this midterm election. But if you ask Colorado Secretary of State Jena Griswold,
in 2020, the nation saw power of down ballot races.
There's even more at stake than you know.
Democracy is on the ballot across the nation, with election deniers running up and down the ballot.
Some of the biggest election denying candidates in Colorado lost the primary, but across the country, many others are on the ballot in November in key states.
There are nominees for Secretary of State who are election deniers running in Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Minnesota, and New Mexico, just to say a few.
Griswold, speaking in her official capacity to Denver 7, says if these candidates are elected, people could start losing their right to vote within a matter of months.
Not all Americans are going to lose the right or have the right at risk, but the right is at risk for many when we see these extremists running for office.
Griswold, of course, is in the middle of a campaign herself. She's running against Republican Pam Anderson.
I absolutely trust the results of the 2020 election.
Anderson is a former Jefferson County clerk who rejects the claims made by others in her party.
I think in the primary, the mis and disinformation that we were seeing about Colorado elections was defeated.
However, Anderson says Griswold's rhetoric isn't helping people to trust the elections.
I believe that what she said about us losing our voting rights within months is just, again, another example of fear politics in order to elevate her profile, to raise millions of dollars that does not benefit Colorado.
She wants to take the partisanship out of the Secretary of State's office entirely and get back to business,
making sure that office for elections remains above the fray.
But Griswold says there's nothing partisan about trying to protect elections, and the importance of this one cannot be understated.
Colorado has the best elections in the country, but we are part of a country. And what happens in states across the nation affects who gets sent to Congress, who gets sent to the Senate, and who goes to the presidency, which has a direct effect back onto us.
Megan Lopez, Denver 7.